Today is the start of another exciting week, and it is Halloween in the middle of the week. Today is another day of will my class earn their lab that they missed last week during Mad Scientist? And I have my lightsaber. Ooh. Hello everyone, welcome to Monday, October 29th, 2018. Today is the start of a brand new week. This is like the last 5-day school week that we're gonna have for a little bit because next week the teachers have another professional development day on Tuesday, which is also voting day. Please remember to vote. And then the following week, we have another 4-day school week. And then after that, because of Veterans Day. And then after that, hold on, because I have to kind of look at my calendar because I'm going off the top of my head and it's just not working right now for me. So then after Veterans Day, we have another short week, which is Thanksgiving. And then after that, then we have like 4 weeks straight of 5-day school weeks. So for the next couple of weeks, we're going to have short weeks. And so this is like the last 5-day school week that we're going to have for like almost a month. And I almost totally bumped into that chair. I did. Not almost. I totally did. All right. So yeah, today is the start of another exciting week. And it is Halloween in the middle of the week. So yeah, we're going to get to that as well. I wanted to share with you because I'm coming to you at the end of the school day because it has been a non-stop day. It has been a very productive day. It has been a wonderful day. And I have to give shout out to my entire 4th grade class. You all are amazing. I am so proud of you. You really showed me that when you have a goal that you really want to meet, you are capable, more than capable of achieving that goal. And I want to say that I told them first thing this morning, you all can earn your Skittles lab back, the one that we were supposed to do last week for Mad Scientist, if you can beat my team in overall team points. And they absolutely did. And I want to show you our team points board because I put it a little bit smaller on the top corner of my board. So I want to show you how it looks like. And it has the tally of all of the points before we started the lab. And then I gave them one more opportunity to earn 25 points per team if they could listen to one of our students do their natural disasters presentation and be actively paying attention and participating and asking questions at the end. And if they all did, all of the teams got 25 points. And look at what they did. As you can see, they all earned their 25 points. They earned their points. They beat my team. They got more than 62 points each. And yeah, I mean, not counting these because these totally happened at the end during dismissal, but that's okay. They have the rest of the week to catch up to me or beat me so that on Friday, the winning team or teams are going to get a reward from me. I also started posting my agenda on the board, and like I said, I come to you at the end of the day. Ooh, and I get to check things off. So we also did that check. And let me get a red marker for science. We definitely got to do this, and we did one of these. So check that out. What a productive day. I got through all of the things that I wanted to do on my agenda. And this is some evidence of the lab that we did and the data that they recorded. This is one particular team. I did this for all 4 teams, and I took pictures of their data. And tomorrow, I'm going to show them how to calculate the averages for both of those. And yeah, we're going to complete a lab report on the Skittles lab. So that's what we did today. Very productive day indeed. And I'm just so excited overall because I am really, really proud of them. They just outdid themselves. They showed me exactly what they're capable of doing. And I just want to encourage them to keep doing that because it was an amazing, amazing day. So I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to do a little backtracking. So right now, I'm going to show you some clips of the natural disasters presentation, followed by some clips of the Skittles lab that they did. So you can see that right now. So as you saw, it was a lot of fun, and the kids got those Skittles bags that you saw at the end. They were so excited, so happy. I told them to keep it up because they'll earn their chocolate candy lab for tomorrow. So that's coming tomorrow, and I'm very excited for them to do that and continue the fun with learning, and it just makes me feel really, really proud of them and much better. I'm looking forward to having a way better week than last week, and I'm just gonna say, when weeks are that stressful, my body shuts down and starts to get sick, and I'm already feeling sick. I've been sneezing today. My throat feels like sore, so I've been taking my emergency. I've been taking my Profit tea from Teamy Blends. There's a link down below at teamyblends.com if you'd like to purchase some tea, but I like to drink Profit because it's good for boosting my immune system. So along with that and the emergency and taking my oregano oil and making sure I rest today because it's actually before 4 o'clock right now. It's like 3:49. So as soon as I finish filming this clip, I'm just gonna gather my things and go home, lay down, drink some more tea, watch some TV, and go to sleep early and get some rest so that my body can heal and take care of itself. So self-care is important. So make sure you don't skimp out on self-care. Is so important. So yeah, that's what we did. Oh, I wanted to show you really quickly what we ended up doing in math. We added a new standard and a new activity from the interactive notebook that I have shared before that I'll share again. So let me get my notebook so you can see what we added today. All right, so here's my notebook, and I'm just gonna go to, oh, wow, it opened exactly to where I needed to be. So I added our new standard because we're doing division, so that's MBT 2.6 in Florida standards. And then I decided to put a division problem here and label all the parts so that they're familiar with the different division vocabulary and terminology. So dividend, the division symbol, the divisor, the equal sign, the quotient, and the remainder. And this is what I was talking about, which this comes from Create, Teach, Share, Rebecca Rojas. I'll link her down below. And here she shows two different versions, the long division way to divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. I call this daddy, mommy, sister, brother. Some people call this, does McDonald's serve burgers? Sometimes they'll add the C before the B, does McDonald's serve cold burgers? And this D stands for check, which we kind of do. And then we have the partial quotients method, which is right here. And basically, you just find a quotient that's a big number and start dividing it. So how did we get 4,000? By multiplying 8 times 500. And then we have all the partial quotients here, and then we add them together to get our answer. So then after we added that page, we added this page so that we can practice those two methods. So then after that, we went into our math textbooks and we were talking about remainders. So we were investigating what remainders were. We were investigating how we use and interpret remainders, and it all depends on the situation and it depends on the question. Sometimes the answer is only the quotient. Sometimes the answer is the quotient plus 1, and sometimes the answer is just the remainder. So we were doing that, and I'm going to add a notes page in their notebook so that they remember the 3 different ways that we interpret a remainder, and they tore out pages so that they can complete that for homework during the week. We also did the spelling pretest, which is not on our agenda, but we did do that. We didn't have art. That's why you saw it crossed out. They actually canceled it, and that's why I haven't been able to get on here and vlog until now. So we just spent time in the classroom finishing up our reading test that they took, and we took our spelling pretest, and then they had recess indoors in the classroom. So that's basically all that we've done today. It's been a very exciting day. I'm very happy. Tomorrow, I can't wait to show you our chocolate candy density lab that we're going to do, and I can't wait for them to start putting together their lab. So I will leave you now, and I will check back with you tomorrow. All right, so as I'm walking out, sorry, it's not tomorrow yet, it's still Monday. As I'm walking out, I totally forgot to go over the fact that I'm wearing this awesome shirt, Grading Things. Yeah, so today I'm wearing this one in honor of Stranger Things, and also because last week I had so much grading to do, and also because this is just what teachers do, right? We grade things all the time. But anywho, I decided to wear this shirt today, and I'm gonna link it down below. I have an affiliate link for it. I got it at Amazon. And tomorrow I'm wearing another Halloween inspired shirt. I can't wait to share with you what shirt that is. So right now I'm just walking towards my car and going home. Yay, it's not dark, yay. All right, so I'll definitely now see you tomorrow. Hello everyone, and welcome to Tuesday, October 30th, 2018. So today is another day of will my class earn their lab that they missed last week during Mad Scientist? We'll see, because they're working very hard to earn those. And I am wearing today my Hocus Pocus shirt called Squad Goals. I put a spell on you, and now you're mine. Yeah, it's the season, so I have to. So anyway, I'm actually coming to you in the middle of the day. I've been meeting with my principal, and now I actually have to pick up my kids because I'm a little late since I was meeting with my principal for so long. So I'm gonna dash out. Also, since today is Girls in the Run, I already changed into my outfit for Girls in the Run because after school, I have to take my kids out to dismissal. I have bus duty this grading period, so I have to actually stay outside in the bus area till 3:20, and Girls in the Run starts at 3:15. So I have to go from there, from the bus stop area, all the way to Girls in the Run. So I'm already changed and ready to go for that. So let me get my kids, and hopefully if they do their lab today, I'll also film a little clip of it so you can also see it. And I'll share with you all the materials that I'll be using when we get there. So let me get them, and I'll see you later.
Some great things happen when people use their ideas and make business. It's not only great to themselves, but to others too. A great business that would help my community is Joshua's Heart Foundation. Let's see how.
People follow rules to start a business. These people may want to start giving away money to charity, and charity may want to buy clothes and food to people in need. I think the Joshua Williams Heart Foundation will help my community best. Let's see how.
People often start a business to make money, but in this case, you can think otherwise. These people started a business to help people and to donate their profit to charity. I think that Joshua Williams Heart Foundation will help my community since the Heart Foundation donates food to people in need.
Yes. Thank you.
What is a hurricane? A hurricane can be defined as a violent tropical storm with very high wind speeds.
Hello everyone, and I'm back from Girls in the Run. It's actually been over an hour since Girls in the Run ended, but I was busy running around, doing different things, going to the office a couple times, taking things to my ESC chair, taking things to my grade book manager, and also talking to my administrator once more because I did do that during my planning time. But I wanted to make sure that I got some things done from emails that I got for today. Anyway, I'm rambling. Today's Girls in the Run was really good. I did 3/4 of a mile, not a whole mile, but I still made it to my 10,000 steps in my Fitbit, so I feel accomplished. All right, so I also have been planning a couple of things that I need to do tomorrow. My students are gonna have a sub for about an hour, which is not that bad. iReady is going to come to our school to do some one-on-one training, so I'm going to go from 10 to 11. So I'll just have to leave an assignment for them to do while the sub is here. And then I will be back with them and we will continue on in the day. Tomorrow is Halloween, and even though the students are not dressing up and we're not doing a big celebration, we do have one of our students that has a birthday. So his mom already contacted me, and at the end of the day, we're going to celebrate with pizza and some other goodies that she's bringing. So that's a nice treat for the kids. And I'm very happy. And I told them today during dismissal that I'm so proud of them because I see them trying so hard to make sure that they're following classroom rules and procedures and expectations. And as you saw, they earned their chocolate lab, and I'm so way proud of them. They did a fantastic job with that. And tomorrow they're going to finish their lab for that. And we haven't even done our lab sheet for the Skittles lab, but I have it, and it's from the Science Penguin, the Skittles one. And then I made one similar to the Skittles one for the chocolate one. So let me show you both of those right now. So this is the one for the chocolate candy experiment. This is our question, which is our problem. I should have gone back and changed this to problem statement, but anyway, it's fine. It has the hypothesis that is fill in the blank so that they can fill in what they hypothesize will happen and why. Then I have the procedures listed for them there. And then we talked about what will be the independent variables, the dependent variables, and the controlled. I listed the materials for them, and then I told them that they could easily separate this into 3 since they were doing 3 trials so that they could draw their observations. They wrote down their data from their observations, and then tomorrow they'll finish this up by graphing it and analyzing it and then doing their conclusion. And this is really neat because the back is empty, so they can easily take this to their science notebook as evidence that they did this, or I can just collect it, give it a grade, and file it away in their student folders. So this is the one for the chocolate candy experiment that we did today. So here's the one for the Skittles experiment. This one definitely comes from the Science Penguin, and I'll link the resource that this is found in the description box below. It's something like I Teach or iLearn Science. It's a big resource that she has on the scientific method, but basically it has the question, it has the hypothesis, which is fill in the blank, it has the plan or the procedures, and I did white out some of this information because it was a little different the way that I did it. She used 300 milliliters of water. I used only 100, and I didn't wait until the Skittle completely dissolved, although I could have, but because of time, I didn't. I only waited until the color dissolved, and that's what we were tracking. So she also did the same color Skittles, but I really didn't mind if there were different colors, so I had whited that out before making copies. And then I'm going to give this to the students so they can do the same thing. They're going to do their observations, they're going to put in their data, which they already have, I took pictures of, and they're going to graph it for each trial, so 2 Skittles, 3 trials, and they're going to do the same thing, analysis and conclusion. So that is how we are keeping a report of the different labs that we've done. Now, the last lab that they didn't do for the mad scientist experiments that I had planned for last week, which they're making up for this week, was the one with dry ice and bubbles. That one we're not going to do repeated trials. That one I'm literally going to get the dry ice, and each team, since I have 4, each team will have a different type of dishwashing liquid soap, and they'll just see how long the bubbles keep blowing, and they'll time it and everything. And it's gonna be a messy, fun experiment. That one I'm going to plan for Friday because tomorrow is crazy with the Halloween, and in the morning we have a character parade with the little first graders that are gonna come up to the 2nd floor, and they're gonna parade with their little costumes and get candy from us and things like that. That is super cute. I always look forward to that because I think they're so adorable in their little costumes. And sometimes the 1st grade teachers dress up in a similar way. The 2nd grade teachers do it too. So it's 1st and 2nd grade that are doing the character parade. So we get to see that. It starts at 9:05 in the morning. And then of course I'll be out, and then they have Spanish, and then they have lunch. And then after that, we have our celebration for our student who has a birthday. So tomorrow's not a good day to do the dry ice experiment. On Thursday, I have a mentoring activity that I'm doing with another teacher in my grade level. So she's going to be in my room in the morning to observe a lesson that I'm teaching. And then I'm going to go to her room in the afternoon to observe a lesson that she's teaching. And we're going to do that for the day. So the students are going to have a sub for half of the day. So I decided Thursday is not a good day to do it as well. So Friday is the day that I'm going to plan to do the dry ice lab, which is going to be fun. So again, we're not doing repeated trials in that one because I think they understand the whole reason why we do repeated trials. That one's going to be more for fun, and see, they're going to be kind of like in competition, which of their soaps is going to be the lead, and they have to make their hypothesis and all of that. So that will be interesting to watch, and I hope that they can earn it as well as they have been earning all of their labs this week. A big thing that we did this morning was we reviewed vocabulary from Unit 1, Week 5, which I'll show you a quick PowerPoint that I put together to help the students review the definitions and how it's used in a sentence. They took a selection test that went over those words and the main selection. And then we gathered evidence for the prompt for Unit 1, Week 5, and they created a plan, and we wrote our introductions, which you saw a couple of clips of the kids sharing their introductions. So we basically use our karaoke mic, which I'm going to get right now. Hi, the students did a wonderful job sharing introductions, and they were able to use the mic to share it out. And then after they were done sharing in my phone, which I cannot show you right now because that's the one that I use to record all these videos for now, I have the Big Button Box, which is an app that does sound effects. So after they shared a really good introduction that had an opener and a topic sentence that addressed the prompt and their opinion, they got an applause sound effect playing out of the speakers of this microphone, which was a lot of fun. So we had a few students share. Not all of them shared, but tomorrow, if we have time, the rest of them will share. If not, we'll do it on Thursday. And I have a PowerPoint that I'll show you that I use in order to introduce opinion, which uses the bike sharing program prompt that they took last week that we're going to work on revising once I give them their scores. But let me show you my introduction example that I share with them. And then I wrote 2 more on the board so that they can see different ways that I'm trying to say the same thing. And then they wrote theirs. So here it is. So here's my introduction. People sometimes start businesses, not just to make a profit, but also to make a profit where it counts, and that's in helping others. I think that out of the many different business ideas I read about, the following are the ones that will work best in my community. Here's why. And again, this comes from the prompt itself, which asks them to write an opinion essay to explain which business ideas will work best in their community and why. So it's a 2-part prompt. So now I want to show you the other 2 that I wrote on the board, and I wanted to also underline, I highlight different words that I took from the prompt so that I make sure that I was on topic. So here we go. Here's this one. There's something really amazing that happens when people start a business to not only help themselves, but others as well. One special business that would help my community greatly is Joshua's Heart Foundation. And here's another way of saying that. Communities everywhere can benefit from different businesses that don't just have the goal of making money. These businesses work hard to provide people in their community with what they really need. In my opinion, growing plants in drinking glasses and collecting food to feed the hungry are business ideas that could greatly help my community. And I just wanted to show you the team points, which I need to tally up right now before I leave. And this was our agenda. No, we didn't get to this, which I'm postponing until Thursday for the lesson that I'm modeling. And we didn't get to math. But that's basically it. We'll get to that eventually. So that's what we were able to do for today. And now let me show you the PowerPoints that I was talking about earlier. So it's just a simple PowerPoint that I created in order to go over the 8 vocabulary words from our Wonders Unit 1, Week 5. Compassionate. Again, as you can see, I have a sentence, and this comes from Wonders, and the definition. And this PowerPoint was literally running. I have it set so that when I do play show, every 5 seconds, it automatically moves to the next slide. So it was continuously playing, and I put it so that it wouldn't stop playing until I hit escape to make it stop. So as you can see, these were all the different words that the students were reviewing and going over so that they could do a really good job on their selection test and their vocabulary activity that they were doing today. So yeah, we have innovative, and then process, routine, and undertaking, and then it'll start over. And as you can see, it keeps going unless I hit escape. And that's something that you can do over here under slideshow. And then you go into set up slideshow, and right here there's an option loop continuously until escape. So if you click that and you hit OK, and then over here in transitions, you'll see how I already put here 5 seconds, and make sure you go after 5 seconds, and then I hit apply all, so it affects all of the slides. And that's how I make it go automatically on its own slide by slide, endlessly until I hit escape. So that's what we use for vocabulary. And then for writing, this is a PowerPoint that I created some time ago on opinion writing, and this one actually focuses on not only introducing what opinion writing is to the students, but it also goes over the bike sharing program essay that they just took last week that we're going to start using for mini lessons and for explaining to them what they need to do in each part of their essay. Opinion Chateau is something that I made up myself. You start with a sidewalk, think curb appeal, which is your general statement, which is your opener. And then the front door is your topic sentence, which is a specific statement about the topic. And the front door plus the sidewalk, aka the opener plus the topic sentence, or should I say sidewalk plus front door, is your introduction. Then every body paragraph in your essay acts like a different room in the house. And I do that because I want to make sure that they put like details and information together. So that is a different room, and you support it with reasons, ideas, evidence, and elaboration. Then you have a back door, which is your conclusion. In an opinion essay, you restate your opinion. And then you have a back sidewalk, which is a lasting impression, which is something that makes the reader think, feel, or smile. And that makes up the opinion essay. So I then review the analytical writing process, which we've been doing since the year started. And then we go over what we do with a writing prompt. I say 3 times, but it's okay if they read it twice. And that's when I start talking to them about APT 1, 2, 3, which they already know. And I talked about it previously in my videos. And this was the bike sharing program prompt. So I go, okay, let's do 1, 2, 3 to find the APT. So 1 is circle the keyword, that's opinion. 2, it's underline the topic, whether or not a bike sharing program will work in your community. And 3 is it a 1-part or 2-part prompt? This is a 1-part prompt, so now we can find our APT. A is for audience. Who am I writing to? The teacher. If it doesn't say who you're writing to, it's automatically the teacher. The purpose is based on what I circled, give my opinion. And the task, this T stands for task, and this one is the topic. But task is connected to the topic. So I have them write it in the form of a question. Will a bike sharing program work in my community? And then I told them once you unwrap the prompt, that's when you start reading the passages, and they have enough time during the 2-hour writing test to read the passages twice so they can do some close reading and they can gather evidence and start creating their plan. And I always share this quote with them from Benjamin Franklin. And then I start talking about planning and how long it should take and the different types of planners that we use. So this is the spaceship, and of course this is the tree map. Obviously the difference is one uses circles and one uses rectangles. That's mostly the main difference. This is a thinking map and the other one's just a fancy graphic organizer that's cute. All right, and then I show them how I would plan if I were doing the bike sharing program. So basically, let me backtrack a little bit. This is how it goes with the spaceship. You start with your topic. Bike sharing will work in my community. All right, what are your reasons to support that? Well, one of my reasons is it reduces the amount of cars on the road. Well, what do you mean by that? That's my elaboration. Less cars on the road will reduce traffic. Well, do you have any text evidence to support that? Well, source 2 says that rush hour may not be that bad. Okay, do you have another reason? So my other reason is it's convenient. Well, what do you mean by that? Here's my elaboration. You don't have to spend money on your own bike or worry about it getting stolen. So what evidence do you have to support that? Source 2 states that when you're finished with the bike, just return it to a dock station. So what's your conclusion? Bike sharing programs will definitely work in my community. And then this is how a spaceship would look for the opposing side. So I'm just gonna run it, but it's basically the same thing. Reasons, elaboration, text evidence, and then conclusion. And then I show them how it looks with a tree map, and I just add an extra reason so that they can see that they can add multiple reasons if they need to. They can add as many reasons as they need in their body paragraphs to completely address the prompt, but I tell them to have at least 2. And here is the one for the con, which is it will not work in my community. And there's the 3rd reason for that with the elaboration. So this is the elaboration here, and that's the text evidence. So then after that, we go over having them create a plan, which they already did, and some of them have to finish, but it's okay. And then I talk to them about what an introduction is for an opinion essay, which starts with an opener, which is a general statement followed by a topic sentence, which is a specific statement about the topic. It is the most important part of the introduction and uses words from the prompt. And basically it answers the topic and it tells how you feel about it, which is your opinion. So I give them 2 examples of the bike sharing program working and 2 examples of it not working. And these are introductions. So that part right there is the opener, which is a general statement about bicycle riding. And then here's my topic sentence using words from the prompt, which are highlighted in yellow. Here's another example of the introduction. That's the opener. And this is the topic sentence using words from the prompt. Now here are the introductions for the con, which is it will not work. So there is my opener. It could be 1 or 2 sentences. In these examples, some of them I use 2 sentences, but basically it's just a way to kind of let the reader know what you're going to be talking about. And then there's your topic sentence, which sets the tone for the rest of the essay. And those are the words from the prompt. And here's the second example for that. Here's the opener. And here's the topic sentence using words from the prompt. So that's basically what I guided them. And I know that we're not writing about the bike sharing program, but they could use those examples to write about the topic that they were writing about now, which I showed you on the board. So that's what we did. So obviously this PowerPoint continues and it goes into what you do in the body, and I go over the TREE acronym that I use with them: transition, reason / idea, evidence, elaboration, or elaboration, evidence. And you need to have as many E's as you need in order to further explain your essay and your idea. So we're going to be doing a lot of that now in the 2nd grading period, moving into the 3rd grading period, because in the 3rd grading period is when they take their FSA writing assessment, which is a 2-hour assessment. I'm just not making up that time because I want to torture my children. I'm just doing that because that's how they're going to be tested on the actual state writing assessment. It's a 2-hour assessment. They write for 60 minutes or they work for 60 minutes and they take a short break and then they continue for another 60 minutes. And that's how they're tested. So last week they took their first 2-hour timed practice test, and then they'll have another one coming up in a few more weeks. And we just do that so that we can get them knowing about the routine, so that on the day of the test, there are no surprises. They know exactly what's going to happen and the expectations. So that's what we do, All right, so I am done for today. I am going to gather my things and get going. I think I need to go to the university tonight, so I'm going to check it out. And I'm running a little late already, but such is life. All right, so I'm going to not end it yet. I'm going to actually include tomorrow, Wednesday, which is Halloween. So I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday, October 31st, 2018. It is Halloween, and I am dressed for the occasion. That's right. At some point, I will put makeup on, but right now, it's okay. And I am wearing my new hoodie slash, I don't know what to call this, but it says, "The force is strong with this teacher." So yeah, we're currently right now in the book fair, and we're getting ready to go back upstairs to watch the character parade that 1st and 2nd grade are going to do. And so it's a very exciting day. I can't wait to share more about what we're doing today. But for now, I'm trying to gather my kiddos, which are now paying for their books, and then we're getting ready to go to class. So I will see you later. Hello again. Ooh, echo in here. I just left my students because they have a sub for about an hour or so. I'm going to be doing a little bit of iReady training right now. So I'm walking over there as we speak, and I can't wait to show you some neat math that they're doing today. And it's holiday festive, so can't wait to show you what that looks like when they're done. All right, so let me get to this iReady PD, mini PD, and I'll see you later. Well, hello everyone. So it's finally the end of the day. I just finished having a collaborative planning meeting with my 4th grade team. And as you saw in the little clips, the students were working on a coloring activity that reviewed multiplication and division, and it was Halloween themed. And I will share where I got those color by number math activities down below, so check them out. And I also downloaded another cute activity, which is a writing activity. They didn't get to completely finish it today, so maybe they'll do it tomorrow or Friday. But basically, they had to write about what would happen if my teacher all of a sudden turned into a witch. And the other option was Frankenstein, but I did choose the witch. And then of course you saw them get all that candy that, by the way, they brought that, not me. And then they exchanged it. I had a student bring in mini cupcakes and mini brownies. I had a teacher donate pizza because today is her son's birthday, but unfortunately he is sick and wasn't able to come to school today, but she had ordered the pizza for the class, so we did have the pizza. So shout out to Marco, happy birthday to you. And shout out to his mom, because she's also a teacher that works here in our school, and she was so awesome by donating all that wonderful pizza to the students. I also want to give a shout out to Mariano, who gave me a super cute Halloween gift, and I'm gonna get it so I can open it up and show you what's inside. But first, let me show you some more about that if my teacher turned into a witch activity. So let me show you that brainstorming paper right now. So this is the brainstorming paper if my teacher turned into a witch, and she has it available where it has these little labels in each box, or if it's blank, so that you can come up with what you want them to brainstorm on. And this is by Ashley McKenzie. I'll link her down below. But that is the brainstorming sheet. And of course, there is a little writing paper that they write their little story into. And then they can turn it into a Craftivity where it turns into a witch. And I'll show you that later. And these are some of the leftover blank ones of the math practice that I had the students do. And as you can see, this one goes over multiplication, double-digit multiplication. This one goes over 2 digits by 1 digit. And then there was one more that went over division. Let me get the little cup that one of my students got me today, and check it out. It's so cute. It says Miss Sanchez, and look how cute this pearly paper. But it has a candy corn gentle foaming hand soap from Bath and Body Works. Whoop! I totally just dropped it, and it exploded all over the floor. Oops! I feel terrible. Okay, here it is, all over the floor with a whole bunch of eyeball candies. And more Bath and Body Works over there, and there it is, all foamy. Oh, how cool! It's a witch broom pen. Love it. All right, let me gather all of this and put it back together in some way or another. I feel really bad about that. Okay, let me do that right now. All right, so I have gathered everything from the floor. I'm so sorry, Mariano. It slipped out of my hand and went plop on the floor, but it's so pretty. Here's the tag with Miss Sanchez, and on the back it says Happy Halloween. So cute. Here's the little broom pad. How cute is this candy corn, unicorn kind of thing here? There's a whole bunch of eyeball candies. These are Colombian candies. Reese's Pieces, there's Twix, there's Perfect Pumpkin hand sanitizer with a cute little kitty cat. How cute is that? And then there's a Hershey's with almonds chocolate bar. Love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So as you saw earlier, I also decorated my table with some cute little Halloween decorations, and the kids put all their candy there at the beginning, and the pizza that the mom donated as well. And it's a little messy right now. There it is, all that mess. I gotta sort of pick that up. Don't have much time to pick it up now, because since tonight is a school night and it's also Halloween, we're actually gonna go trick-or-treating kind of early today. We wanna be done by 8 o'clock so that we can be back home and get ready for sleep so that we can get back to school here tomorrow. And I have my lightsaber. Ooh. And with my hoodie shirt. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, I have new boots that I got last night so that I can kind of complete my outfit, because I am wearing black jeans. So let me show you. So these are my black jeans, and these are my boots that I got from DSW yesterday. They're so cute. They're like sort of flat boots, and I love how they look, and they really do complete the outfit. Maybe I'll have my son hold the camera so I can do a full body kind of look of my outfit, and you can kind of see how I look all put together before I end today's vlog. So let me see if he'll do it for me. I'll get back to you soon. All right, everyone. So thank you, Jonathan, my lovely son, for actually filming this. I got him to do it for me. All right, so this is my total outfit. As you can see, this is like a hoodie that I got online, and it says, "The force is strong with this teacher." And like I said, it is a hoodie. Whoop, I just totally hit the wall with this long lightsaber. And this is how it kind of comes together. Haha. So yeah, that's my outfit for today's Halloween activities. All right, so there you have it. That's my outfit. That's what we pretty much did today. I did want to show them the Nightmare Before Christmas, but the whole district had an internet outage issue. Like, we still don't have access to the internet all day long, and I own a copy of The Nightmare Before Christmas through my Amazon Prime account, so the kids couldn't really watch it, but it's okay. We had a great time today. It was a great day. The whole week has been amazing, so I have high hopes for the rest of the week, and I feel great. So I hope you enjoy coming along with me on this 3-day vlog. I will put Friday and Thursday, or should I say Thursday and Friday, because that's the order that they come in. I will put that in a separate vlog, a 2-day vlog that will go up in the weekend. But I hope you enjoyed coming along with me. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought or any questions you may have. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell for notifications so you don't miss any future videos. I hope you have a beautiful, magical day, and don't forget to smile. Hope you have a great, happy Halloween. Hello, dreamers, wishers, and magical thinkers. Thank you so much for making it to the very end of this video and for showing your support. If you'd like to subscribe, you can do so by clicking on my picture down here. You can also check out my latest videos here and here. Don't forget to believe in the magic that's inside you, because you are capable of great things. See you next time.